Hi, my name's Lee Aliff. I'm Head of Operations at Agentbox. Agentbox is a software as a service provider to the Australian real estate industry, specialising primarily in CRMs and website solutions. Agentbox first offshored around 4 years ago, very much kind of dipped our toes in gently. We had some people who were supporting our project team who onboard our new clients. From there, we've grown very, very significantly. Now we have 30% of our operational capability in Manila. So the headcount changes all the time, honestly week by week right now. But as I stand here, we've got over 20 people working for us in the Philippines. There are a few obstacles, yes, but ones that can definitely be overcome. It's all about working together and maintaining that communication and that open mindset, remaining positive to overcome these challenges. Working with people in the Philippines, it is great. I really enjoy it, and they're very good at what they do. There are some differences to how people work in Australia in a number of different areas, and it's about finding what they are and embracing them for what they are. By doing so, it's easy to make it work. We changed providers primarily because we changed as a company and we were looking for something different from our BPO. So most BPOs in the Philippines have a model where you pay a fee, and for the fee you get a seat in an office, some hardware, HR services and some payroll. That's great if that's exactly what you're after, but we wanted something a little bit different. We were after a company with a vested interest in the outcomes that were being delivered and the productivity of the people and the level of service. And the service model that hammerjack provide aligned perfectly with what we were looking for. They have skin in the game to ensure that what we get provided with as a service is what we are looking for. And a lot of contracts with other people will stay in there. We take no responsibility for the performance or the training of your staff. Hammerjack worked very differently, and we sat down and agreed KPIs and deliverables and spoke about training. They have internal trainers there, and they will actually help work with you to deliver services and improve services. And with them, it's a lot more of a partnership than it is a product that you're purchasing. It's a strategic partnership which works together for the benefit of everybody. The transition went surprisingly well. There was a lot of planning involved. There were some nuances that we needed to have considered, primarily in and around length of service, that people who have been at our previous provider before, how we made sure that there were no loss in benefits for those people. On the day of changeover, everyone moved to a different office, all the contracts were taken care of, we had no downtime and we had no disruption whatsoever. The hammerjack recruitment model is by far and away the best model that I've ever come across in the Philippines. The one that we have involves a 10-step process that takes into consideration various different aspects, from tests that we might want on language or other capabilities that might be required within the role, through various different aspects of the interview process. So what that means for me is by the time the applicants get to me, we know we've got high caliber candidates who are going to be the right cultural fit and are going to have the right aptitudes for Agentbox. The recruitment process at our previous provider was very inefficient and it did not deliver the results that we wanted. Almost like, okay, we need to send 5 candidates, let's send 5 candidates because it ticked a box. It might have ticked that box, but it certainly wasn't impressive. I have visited the facilities in Manila many times. I think it's very important that there is that continual movement of people backwards and forwards to build that engagement and culture. But one of the things that I found really good with hammerjack is that work environment is positive. They've got an area set up for karaoke, they've got the free bar on Fridays for drinks. There's plenty of space, availability of meeting rooms, all these things that might sound run of the mill and just that they're accepted. It isn't normally like that everywhere that you go in the Philippines. If you're going to be successful in offshoring, you really need to make sure you keep your good people So having those top class facilities which give back to the employees, in my opinion, is very, very important. Despite what all of us do, there's always room for improvement. And they're always open and looking to continuously improve the facilities that they provide. And everybody who works for me at Hammerjack knows that there's a continuous investment by them and the team in making sure that those facilities always stay top class. In the nearly 2 years that we've been with Hammerjack, I haven't lost one person that I've not wanted to lose. Not every person you recruit is always right and circumstances can change, but I have the luxury now of a very solid team, people who are mature and really well invested into Agentbox. If you're thinking about offshoring, I would give 3 key points of advice. Number 1 is people and culture. Make sure you think internally about your people and culture and making sure you've got that set up in the right manner that you will need to offshore. Secondly, think about your processes. What do they really look like? Do you understand the detail granularly? Do you have everything documented? Do you need to make any changes for people who might be coming in from a different culture, different environment with a different skill sets to what you're used to? And thirdly, make sure you consider Hammerjack. The guys understand the Australian marketplace, they understand the Filipino marketplace, they know the challenges and obstacles that can come, but they will work with you and are very flexible to make sure that all of those challenges can be countered, which will make sure that you will start off in a flourishing relationship with a very productive team.